everybody, welcome to my video today, you guys. I want to share this paper pumpkin kit with you guys. I have fallen behind on doing my paper pumpkins. I think the last 3 months, I just have not been able to get to them, open them up, and put them together. I always keep all of this stuff because I love it, and I feel like they're really great projects, and I especially love the stamp sets. So I always keep them, and then sometimes I use the product for other stuff. But this month, I finally was able to, I had a little bit of time, so I opened up my stuff, and I want to share with you guys. If you're unfamiliar, Paper Pumpkin is this really super cute kit that you can get every single month. It's a different project every month, so sometimes it's cards, 3D items, they've had many scrapbooks in the past, and what you get is all of the supplies to create the project. You always get a stamp set, and you get an ink spot. In the very first kit you will get a clear block, so you'll have a clear block, and then you'll always have a stamp set and an ink spot. I always love the stamp set, even if I'm not crazy about the project. And then you can do the project exactly how the instructions show. It will come with instructions. Or you can do something different. So I have a VIP group where all of my Paper Pumpkin people are able to join as well. And I always post photos of different projects so that if you don't want to do exactly what's in the kit, you can do something else and you have a little bit of inspiration. So this month is the You Are My Anchor kit. Now I get 2 kits a month. I just happened to decide a couple months ago I wanted to up the amount of kits I get, so I get 2. So this month I'm so excited because there's all these cards that you can make. There's also these boxes, which are super cute. I've put 3 together because I'm going to use these for the Teacher Appreciation Week. I have 3 kids, and so each of their teachers will have a little gift inside, and then I'll do something else as well for them. So I put these together, and they go together super easy. You literally just put the box, fold the box over, and then this part pops up and it slides on. So that's great. So I have put together a little box to hold all my supplies. These are punch outs. So there's a lighthouse, one of these little guys, and then a couple different anchors, one in blue and then one in Calypso Coral. So I just put together one of the boxes, and then I put all of my supplies in here. The next thing that you get are these little 3x3 envelopes, okay, and a couple different patterns. You get twine. Now remember, I have 2 kits because I've opened everything up because I'm going to do something a little bit different for you guys. You get some of this twine, and then you have the card bases. So these are like 3x3 card bases. Now I've cut mine up because, again, we're going to be doing something a little different. So then you get these. So there's these squares. And then there's these circles. So there's a large circle and then a smaller circle. There is these little flags. And you do always get quite a bit of product, so I always end up having a few things left over anyways. So there's those flags, and then there's these tiny little hearts. So one of the great things is, this year when I do my Week in the Life album, one of the accents that I'm using is gold. So what I decided to do is set all of this stuff aside to go ahead and use in my Week in the Life album. So, but let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put together 2 different projects for you. We are going to do one of my simply layered pages, which are traditional 12x12 scrapbook pages. And then we're also going to put together a Project Life pocketed page as well. So I'm starting out with some Pool Party 12x12 pattern, or not pattern paper, you guys, some 12x12 cardstock. So this is going to be a double-sided layout. So we're starting off with some 12x12 Pool Party cardstock. So lots of times what I'll do is I will get the 12x12 cardstock when it is offered at different times during the year. So in the Occasions catalog right now, we have some product, and there's some 12x12 cardstock that's offered. In the holiday catalog, there was some different colors offered. And right now on the clearance rack, there are several sets of 12x12 cardstock that's being offered since we don't carry it in every single color. So I would encourage you, if you want the 12 by 12 cardstock, that's a great way to get it and have it on hand. So the next thing I have is I have some gold glimmer paper, and that's right here. I've just cut this at 2 inches, and then it's by 12. And we're gonna run this alongside. This piece of paper was from the Naturally Eclectic Designer paper, and it's Pool Party, and then it has these little crosses, like cross-stitch things on them. And so we're gonna use that, and we're gonna layer that onto here. So those are the items I kind of pulled from my stash of stuff, and we're gonna lay that right over the glimmer paper. Okay, so next what I've done is I have cut up a bunch of these cards. So the way they come in the kit is you fold them and then they're a card, right? But they're 3 by 3. Well, I'm sorry, they're 3 by 6 because it's going to be a 3 by 3 card. So what I've done is I've just cut that, and so I have a 3 by 3 square. So then I have 6 of them, and I'm going to alternate the patterns. You could put this one so the stripes are going this way, or they could go this way. So the squares are going to lay here, and this is where my photos will go. So I'll trim my photos down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So then out of my stash, I grabbed some Pool Party paper and some Calypso Coral because those are the colors that are going to coordinate. And I have these strips, and then we're going to lay one of our items right here. And then out of my really large letter framelits, I have cut out all of the letters to put up here, adventure. So we'll do that. I used Island Indigo paper, which is retiring. So this dark blue paper is retiring. This first side is going to look, and then what I'm going to do is add a little bit of this. This is a little bit thicker than baker's twine, and I'm going to layer this right behind the item right here. So I'll lay that out, and then we'll put that behind there. So I'm going to adhere all this, and then we'll move on to the next side, and I'll show you how it looks all together. So here's this side all attached. So now let's move on to the second side. So we're gonna do the same thing on the edge here, which is add our gold glimmer paper. And then we have our squares, just like the other side. So we'll want to bring this over. I know you guys can't see all of this. I can't get it all on camera. But what I'll do is I'll use my grid mat, and then I'll line these up because I want the squares to somewhat match, right? Just like that. And then on the bottom here, I will have awaits. So it says Venture Awaits. And I will use this layout for my kids for summer. And we'll just probably maybe like when we're at the pool. And then I will put my lighthouse here. So I'm going to attach all of this, and then I'll be back. And then I'll show you guys the Project Life layout that goes with this. I have a few things to put up here, and then we'll get this finished up. Okay, so all of my pieces are down. So the next thing that I want to do is I have these little squares from the kit. And I'm going to go ahead and use these on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of them. And then I'll be able to add to this when I add my photos if I want to add a little bit more. That's what makes it great with these simply layered pages that I do, is you can put together the basics, and then once you're adding your photos, if you want to add some other items into it, you totally can. So I think what would be really cute here is if we did one of these anchors. So again, these were just cutouts from that paper pumpkin kit, and I can go ahead and do that. And then I accidentally glued that circle in there, but that's okay. And then what I want to do is go ahead and take some of these glimmer dots in this blue, and they're sparkly. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle them kind of on this layout in different places. These have an ombre look to them. So you can see they get kind of lighter here at the bottom. And there are a couple different sizes, and I'm just going to use these blue ones on the layout, and we'll put those here so they kind of are sprinkled down the page. And then I'll also put a couple over here, and these are nice because they're circles, so they already go with the circles here. And then they're glimmery, so it adds another element and plays off the gold glimmer. So just like that. So here we have our double-sided layout here. So we have the glimmer dots. I could add a little bit more if I wanted. We have them down here, and then that's our 12 by 12 layout. So now let me show you what I did with the Project Life spread. So you could do this in a smaller version if you wanted. So I have my page protectors right here. And the first thing I did is I took some of that designer paper that I used, and I'm gonna make this a card. So then I just took one of the cards, and this is going to be one that, you know, you can fold. So this is gonna be 6 inches across, so it's gonna fit perfectly right on the 4x6 designer paper. So I picked this pattern, the striped pattern, but any pattern would go here. So we can stick that right in the middle, just like that. Then I've taken and I've cut out a circle, and I can put some foam tape on that, and that's where I can put a title or a week number. And then the rest of this is going to be really simple. So we'll put this right in the middle, and this will go as our title card. We could round the edges if we wanted. Okay, so it's up here in this corner. So now we just need the pieces here because we'll put photos here. So I have this right here. This is just a 3x4 card. It's just that I had laying around. So we're gonna start off by adding a journaling card so that if we want to do some notes about what's happening, we can. And then these are already 3 inches across, so you just have to cut them for 4 inches. And then you can see there's a little bit of a score line. If you're looking really close, you can see that score line, but that's totally fine. You can layer a photo on it. I don't really think that it's really that noticeable, and I'm totally okay with it. So then I'm gonna add some more of that pattern paper that we used for the title card. And then one of these designs. So these are really beautiful in here. So then the next side, we're just gonna add our 3x4 cards. So I'm just gonna continue to add the pattern. And then we'll do another dark blue one, another journaling card right there, and then another one of the Calypso Coral. And then the other thing I can do is I can add an anchor, or not an anchor, a lighthouse right there, or one of the anchors would work too. Just like that, and that can be my Project Life layout. So there's lots of other things you can do with these. You could add one of these to the edge here if you needed more journaling space. You could use punches on these to add, but I think that's pretty simple, and I can always add, again, when I have my photos in here, I can add more. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Right now, if you are a new subscriber and you sign up for Paper Pumpkin, you can get it for 50% off, which is really amazing. It's a great value. You can cancel anytime. So you can sign up to get it monthly, which is $20 a month. You sign up, you get that monthly, and it just keeps coming. You can get a prepaid 3-month, 6-month, or year if you wanted. All of those links are down below in the YouTube description and over on my website. And if you have had Paper Pumpkin and you would like that 50% discount, all you have to do is get a new email address. Sign up to get a new email address and then sign up to get Paper Pumpkin, and you'll get the 50% off for the first month, and you'll get your kit. And then if you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. There is no penalty. So that's great. So I would love for you guys to join Paper Pumpkin with me, and then you will have lots of fun getting your kit every month and putting it together. And it's really a great value. I may even take the stamp set this month that has these great icons and maybe do some stamping on the back, maybe some tone on tone. That would be great too. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll be back later this week to share another project with you guys. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. For hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.